Hey everyone, we are starting our first recording of the transformations. We're going to look at different parent functions. The main four that I have on here are a linear function, a straight line, we've got a quadratic function. All right, so that's like a parabola. We've got an absolute value function. And this one is a constant function. Constant is in one number. This f of x equals just a single number, it equals 1 in this case. Okay, so there are different types of transformations. We're going to look at specifically the translations. So you can do that with any of these parent functions, and we're going to specifically look at the quadratic functions today. We're going to try to do translations of the quadratic functions. Now, the translations do apply to any functions. This is just what we're going to apply it to today. So we are looking at vertical and horizontal types of translations. Now, you could also say a shift, basically. A translation is like a shift. You can shift the entire graph up or down, left or right, up and down, both being vertical, left and right, both being horizontal. So in order to shift the entire function, let's start with shifting it up. I will take my parent function, this quadratic f of x equals x squared, and we will add to this. Maybe I'll add the number 2. So I've taken the entire x squared and I added 2, which means that we're going to shift the entire thing up by 2. So I'm going to take some key points here and shift them up by 2. You've got the point 0, 0. If I shift that up 2, I end up at the point 0, 2. Again, I'm shifting it up 2. Here's the point 1, 1. I will shift that up 2 as well. So that gets to the point 1, 3. I'm going to take this other key point right here, the point 2, 4. Let's shift that up 2. So instead of 2, 4, we are now at 2, 6. And the same thing happens on the left side here. Instead of negative 1, 1, we're going to shift that up 2 to negative 1, 3. Instead of negative 2, 4 on the parent function, it will shift up to the negative 2, 6. Okay, so this gives us the basic shape. We can connect these dots for our parabola now. Shift it up 2. Okay, so that was because we took our entire function, the entire f of x, and we added to it to shift it up. If I want to do the exact opposite, I can take the entire parent function, the entire f of x, and I can subtract from it. So maybe I'll subtract 1. I'll shift the entire function down 1. So again, this function is the x squared function. We are going to subtract where we're going to shift the entire x squared down 1. So it used to hit at 0, 0, but we are going to go from 0, 0 down 1 down to the 0, negative 1. It used to hit 1, 1, but we're going to go from 1, 1 down 1 to 1, 0. Instead of 2, 4 up here, we're going to go down 1 to the point 2, 3. And the same thing on the left. The negative 1, 1 got shifted down to negative 1, 0. Instead of negative 2, 4, it will get shifted down 1 to the negative 2, 3. Since we have the basic shape, now we can connect it for a parabola. Okay, so again, this parabola got shifted down 1. Okay, so this whole minus 1 went down 1, and the plus 2 went up 2. Now, I could do another plus 2, but if I put it in with the x, so if I have f of x plus 2, as opposed to being on the outside of the f of x, this is in with the x, so it will do as x's do, go horizontally left or right. So this one will shift to the left by 2. It's your x plus 2, not just the x plus 2 is squared. Okay, so this will take our entire function shifted left 2, so instead of 0, 0, it goes to the left 2. The 1, 1 goes to the left 2. All right, we've got negative 1, 1 goes to the left 2. It should be looking like the same thing, just shifted left or right. So this is 2, 4 gets shifted to the left 2. All right. Negative 2, 4 gets shifted to the left 2. And here's our basic shape we will connect for the transformation. That is still a parabola, but shifted left 2. And then the last option is to shift to the right. Again, left and right has to do with x's. So this would have to be in with the x in the parentheses. So x minus 2 will shift this to the right by 2, which means instead of just x squared, I have x minus 2 squared. Again, the minus 2 is on the x. So it used to hit at 0, 0, but we will shift it to the right by 2. So we are now at 2, 0. 1, 1 gets shifted to the right by 2. Negative 1, 1 gets shifted to the right by 2. 2, 4 also shifted to the right by 2. Negative 2, 4 shifted to the right by 2. It all got shifted or translated, same thing. And here's the new parabola. Okay, now again, this does apply to any parent function. These are all just the x squared parent functions. You can shift up, down, left, right on any of these. You can do this with the absolute value, linear, constant, any of them. But the same rules apply.